Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are discussing so many points regarding graphical designing, and in this session we are going to talk about how can we prepare ourselves for digital marketing and graphical designing by having raw material ready with us. Now, as far as raw material is concerned, so many things are required for day-to-day life activities, and we need to keep those files ready with us for rapid development of any project. When we are developing any project in graphical designing, web development, or even in digital marketing, we need to work with so many information sources. So many types of files are required in our development. We need lot of fonts, images, stock images, photos, videos, audios, and we need to collect them with some other graphical tools, and we need to make an impactful design or content so that we can put it on social media or on different platforms and generate the results from the market. Now, having these files with us will make you productive, and not only productive, in minimum time you can create an impactful design. It will also improve your creativity. Everyone have different style of thinking, and accordingly different raw materials, creatives, or images are required to develop an impactful image or any content on social media. So in this session we are going to talk about how to use different kinds of raw material in graphical designing, web development, and digital marketing area. So let's start and let's discuss the things in detail. Now this is the mind map that we are discussing. Already we have finished the first part, understanding tool, and now we are at second part, that is raw material and its sources. Now this part I have divided in two categories. Only having a raw material is not sufficient. The first one is very important. We need to stay organized. Now having a raw material is one thing, but staying organized is another thing. So before collecting raw material, before keeping ourselves ready with raw content, we need to learn how to stay organized. We are going to discuss this part in two different parts. First part, why we need to stay organized. This is number one, and then we will discuss how to stay organized. Now, as far as first question is concerned, this is very important. It will explain you the importance of staying organized. So it is not only for just sake of convenience, it has so many impacts. Number one, it will save the time. If you are saving the files in proper structured format and in structured folders, then it will save the time for searching. Otherwise, what happens, normally we download some clip or image from free resources and we keep them somewhere, and later on we get forget. We don't remember where it is stored. And now whenever you are creating an content by using any tool, at the time you are searching for that particular file and you are not getting that file. So it will waste a lot of time, efforts, and it only doesn't waste the time. It's very important. You lose your focus. So when you are developing something, you are having a chain of thoughts, and that chain of thoughts is useful for creating impactful design or any content. Now when you are searching for a particular raw file that is required for development of content and you don't find it at your workplace, now what happens? You lose your focus. You lose your focus from creativity to searching the file. And after all, when it is not found on your local device, then again you go on internet, search for that file, download it. Now sometimes same file you may not get, and you need to replace that particular file with another content. Now this will impact your designing part. So when you are planning to develop any content, you should not lose your focus. Ideas are very important in making impactful content, and if you lose those ideas, if you can't convert your ideas in impactful designing, then everything becomes waste. So this is very important. It not only saves the time, but it also boosts your creativity. Now this is the second point. So clutter-free workplace, when you are keeping everything at proper position, proper place, immediately you can search it, immediately you can use it, and without losing your focus on creativity, you can use that raw material. So keeping yourself organized, that is very important in digital era. It also improves your productivity as you are getting everything immediately. You can finish your work as early as possible, and therefore it improves your productivity. In minimum time you can create so many creatives, and it will also reduce your mistakes as there is no confusion. See, I will tell you one example. Suppose you are searching for a particular file and that file is not found. Then what you are doing, you are trying to search similar content on other websites or online resources. During this process you lose your focus from actual content that you want to make, and then whatever files you are getting on internet, similar files, you are modifying your content accordingly. So that will not create the expected impact that you started with your initial thoughts, and you started with development of something and you are ending up with developing something. Okay, and then when you are losing this chain, creating content is not about only one content. Normally we are going to create a series of content, and therefore keeping yourself focused, creating exact file or exact content that you want to create is very important. And therefore this is most important thing why you need to stay organized. You can save the time, you can improve your creativity, you can improve your productivity, and you will reduce the mistake, and you will be successful in creating successful or impactful content. Now, how is it possible? Second point, how to stay organized. Now, to stay organized, what you can do, you can use different things. You can use a proper folder structure. Everyone can have different kind of way to store the files. I don't say that you need to follow my way. Everyone will have own way. You can define your rules and regulations, how to create a folder, or what should be the folder names, or how to write folder name, that you can decide. But you need to have a proper structure, that is very important. Now here I am explaining what structure I am going to follow. What I am doing is I am creating different folders, and every folder name I am starting with the number. So number 1 personal, number 2 work, number 3 learning, number 4 entertainment. In this way I am creating few folders in the root directory. Now in personal folder, what I am going to keep is my personal files. It may include some documents, it may be your educational degrees, or you can keep your identity documents. Those are required frequently, like Aadhaar card, PAN number, and all those things. So you can keep your documents over there. The photos, now here I am talking about personal photos, your own iCard size photos, or different event photos, or photos those you may require frequently, you can keep in folder section. And then you can keep other documents like your bios or any other informative about your personal life, that you can keep in these 3 folders. So whenever you are searching for personal files, you can directly come down to this folder and you can search for your expected document. Now second folder, now that is very important, then that is work folder. In this folder we are going to keep everything which is required for our work. So normally we are talking about web development, digital marketing, and graphical designing. So all those three things are connected. So in my community I am teaching everyone to start with web development, and you can create an impactful graphical designing and finally end up with starting your own agency or a company from where you can earn in crores, in lakhs. So I'm expecting that every student should start own digital marketing and web development company, and that is what my dream, to help thousands of students, and most of them already started their career in this era. Now when you are talking about work, I am going to give you the structure like this. Raw, now it will be useful for keeping your raw folder, raw documents, raw images. Demo, now some files you need to prepare for demonstration. When you are going to take some work from market, if you are expecting something from market, at that time you need to showcase your work so that you can create a trust, you can develop your brand, and it will be easy to close the deal. Now selling is a totally different part. So You can sell by showing your existing developed websites, web applications or mobile applications, or you can talk about the campaigns that already you executed and the results that you gain from the market. So when you are talking about your social media management or digital marketing, you need to talk about results, not only about your creatives. Don't talk about your creatives. No customer is expecting what you are going to do. Every customer, every client wants the result, final outcome, how much you are going to sell or how much you will be able to sell through this campaign. How you are running a campaign, it's your responsibility. So don't demonstrate what you are doing, demonstrate what you are generating through the social campaignings. Now, third folder that I'm going to create is a final projects. In final project, again, I'm going to keep different types of final projects. So some projects are related to web development, some projects are related to mobile app development or digital marketing content. Final projects that I'm going to keep in these three folders. And as far as my work is concerned, I'm also having another folder, that is YouTube videos, because that is one more important part. Now this YouTube videos also contains my courses, ready-made courses, online courses that I'm selling. So YouTube videos with online courses, I am creating a separate folder for it. So this is a rough structure for keeping your folders. I don't say that you need to follow the same structure. No problem, you can follow your own structure, but you need to have a structure. That is very important. You can use any structure, but having a structure is important. Apart from work, there is one more content that I'm always focusing, that is you should have a separate folder for learning. This is for your own personal growth. I'm keeping this folder separate from personal. So personal files will only keep your personal files. It will not keep any notes or learning content. So I'm creating a separate main folder where I'm going to keep learning related files, and here I'm going to keep different notes that I am making by reading a book or by watching some videos, or sometimes I am getting some thoughts popped up in mind. So I'm going to put these points in the form of notes. I'm also downloading some ebooks that I'm reading. You can also keep audiobooks, and then you can download some audios or videos and you can keep them in a separate folder. So if you don't have time, normally I'm downloading book summaries in audio format and I'm listening them while I'm driving. So anyway, when you are driving for a long distance, you are spending some time in your car, then it's the best time to listen some audio files and you can improve your knowledge. So you don't need to have spend a separate time in reading a book. You can just download audio files and play them while you are driving. Weekly once I'm going for a long drive. That is one of the activities that I am scheduling, and during that time I am listening one of the motivational audiobook. So it keeps me motivated throughout the week. Or if you are driving for your job or you are spending some time in your traveling, you can listen those audiobooks every day when you are traveling by car, by bus, or even by train. So learning is another folder, and apart from that, everyone needs to spend some time for entertainment. Okay, normally I'm not preferring to spend every day for entertainment, but sometimes as a human being we need to entertain ourselves, we need to refresh a mind, we need to take a break from stress. So at that time you need some entertainment, and in entertainment again I'm going to divide this folder to spend some time with the families. Most of the time I'm using documentaries, so that will add a knowledge along with entertainment. So I'm normally, whenever I'm getting a time, I'm searching for different documentaries and I'm just downloading them and keeping in this folder. And as and when I'm getting a time, I'm watching those documentaries. You can also keep some movies and music files. Most of the time I'm spending time in listening the music. Even though I'm working for something, I used to listen the music. So I'm having different kinds of music and I'm keeping them in the form of mood. So I'm having three different folders. So one is the creative folder, creative music, in which I'm downloading some files that motivates your thinking ability, that impacts on your thinking. So some music, so special kinds of musics are designed that will help you to think, to get inside your mind, and you can come with different ideas, different thoughts. So when you are talking, so normally when I'm planning entire month, every month I'm spending some time to schedule my activities, at that time I can listen such kind of music. So in the background, the music will play, and at full round, you will keep your work continue. Some musical files meditative and calm, so you can spend some time. If you want to meditate, you can listen this calm music, and it will be very important for your mind. And finally, some action musical files or fast music tracks that you can also listen when you want to, when you don't want to work, when you want to listen something. By keeping your focus on the music, at that time you can listen your files. Or if you are a person who likes a classical music, you can download and keep it, and whenever you are getting a time, you can spend this time. It will not only entertain you, but it will keep yourself fresh. If you like to play a musical instrument like a guitar or tabla or anything, then what you can do is you can download some files, keep them in a different folder, and whenever you are getting a mood, you can listen those files, listen those musics. So it will give you a different kind of thoughts, and it will give you a break from your regular work. So this is about how to keep yourself organized. So by using these four ways, you can prepare your folder structure, and this folder structure is very important to keep yourself organized. Now the second one, to keep yourself updated, that you need to use proper file names. Whenever you are going to save any file, you need to use it with proper file name. So here the main part is file name, that followed by version. Sometimes you are creating multiple files, then version 1, version 2, version 3. In this way you can give name, and along with it the third part is date that you need to mention. So you can find out the file name, version, whether it is a final or last product, and at what date it is created. Now apart from file names, next part is keeping backups. You need to keep your backups on weekly basis, monthly basis, and yearly basis. Normally I am preferring you can create a backup on monthly basis on your own working station, and you can copy those files on another backup disk, and on yearly basis you can create a group of 12 folders. So every month you are going to take a backup of 1 month, and in this way you can keep 12 different folders in your backup folder for 1 year. So in this way monthly and yearly backups you can take. And very important thing, after taking a backup, after seeing your all files, you need to clean and delete unwanted files from your workstation. Some files we are having a duplicate files, sometimes we are creating temporary files. All these unwanted files we need to delete from workstation on monthly basis, so that you can keep your workstation clean and you can stay organized. So these two things, why to stay organized and how to stay organized, you need to follow. So in the next session we will talk about from where to download different raw material free of cost, or even you can have some subscription based sites where you can take subscription for 1 year or 1 month, and you can download some creatives which is totally royalty free, and you can use those ready made files in your projects. And if you are already organized, or if you like to stay organized, please put in comment what actions you are going to take to stay organized. So are you using these techniques in your daily work style? If yes, then please put in comment box that you are already organized. And if you like the way I am giving you to stay organized, then please put in a comment what actions you are going to take from now, so that you can keep your workstation clean and ready for work, and you will be organized. So stay tuned. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel, and please share with your friends. If you are not part of my community, then just click on this button, come to my webinar, and if you like, you can join my community, where I am giving you the fastest way to start your own company of digital marketing, web development, and so many other things. I am not only giving you the technical stuffs, but I am also training the management tricks, and I am also giving you the tips for wealth creation. So if you want to join my community, you can join, where you will find similar types of minds, and that will motivate you to keep updated, to keep motivated. alone it is not possible to travel a long distance. If you are having a good community, definitely you can do this. So don't hesitate to join the community, and you can learn at the same time you can implement with a joy, with a games, and with so many exciting things in my community. So if you are interested to join the community, come to my free webinar, try to understand the things, and if you are ready to join, you can join my community. So thank you very much for watching my video. Let's see in the next video. Bye bye.